morning. Welcome to Shelton State Community College's Summer 2021 Commencement. At this time, we ask that you silence your cell phones. And please remain standing for the invocation, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the national anthem, which will be sung by renowned vocalist Dr. Mark Brown. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and hats. I ask that you bow your heads for a few words of encouragement. Father, surround those who are graduating with your grace. Bless them with hope so that they may move into the future with eager and open hearts. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education for the good of all mankind. Inspire them to believe in the goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. As they commence with their lives, may they grow even more grateful and wise. Amen. And now the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Gentlemen, please replace your hats. Please be seated. Good morning. All right, it's a big day, isn't it? My name's Brad Newman. I'm the president of Shelton State. And on behalf of the college's faculty and staff, I welcome each of you to the Summer 2021 Commencement. We recognize that today is an important day for each of the graduates as well as their family and friends. And it's so good to see this place with so many people in it. It wasn't that way at the last graduation, so this is a nice view from here this time. We take pride in your accomplishment and we share your excitement. Congratulations on the job well done. It's my honor and privilege to be here with you to celebrate this occasion. It really is. And I would be remiss, though today absolutely is about you and the accomplishments that you have made to this point, and in recognition of that, would be remiss if we didn't also recognize a few others, and I'll just take a moment to do that. And you all will know who I mean. You know, those who helped you in a way that was unique to you, that allowed you to get to where you are today, one or many, whatever it might be. Faculty, friends, staff, mentors, family, the people who put this thing together. If you would, please give a collective round of applause for that group. It really does take a village. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Deja Evans. She's the president of the Alpha Epsilon Iota chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society here at Shelton. She's a graduate of Hillcrest High School, was a dual enrollment student, and will be graduating this December with her associate's degree. Upon graduation, she'll transfer and attend the University of Alabama in pursuit of a bachelor's degree in public relations. And so please join me in welcoming Deja.
Good morning, and thank you, President Newman. I'm grateful to welcome you today as we congratulate our summer 2021 graduates. I would especially like to thank the family and the friends in attendance who share the joy of the graduates. I'm speaking on their behalf when I say that we appreciate your never-ending support and your bottomless encouragement. Here at Shelton State, we are provided with an education that prepares students for real-life application. Not only are we taught textbook material, but also life lessons. For example, we learned time management by staying up really late or getting up really early to study for a test when some extra sleep would have been really nice, or to miss out on some fun in order to really understand a concept that might have been a bit confusing. But most importantly, we learn to roll with the punches. Even when we have not done our best, we keep going and to not give up because we learn to seek help to continue to press on, which makes us better students. As I stand before you today, a sister and a daughter, the knowledge that I hold did not start with me. It started with many generations before. And as you go into the world, I challenge you to share your knowledge and your experiences, your empathy and your sympathy, coupled with your love and support, and share that with the next generation. In 2021, we used technology first built decades ago. Just as some of us here today will laugh at dial-up internet and rotary dial phones, the next generation may scoff at the fact that we had to FaceTime instead of teleporting into places. The point is to remember that we were not born in a vacuum. As John Donne told us 400 years ago, no man is an island. We are shaped by our experiences, our culture, and our choices. And we have the free will to make decisions for ourselves, our community, our environment, and indeed for the world. Every 2 years, Phi Theta Kappa adopts what we call the honor study topic, which guides and directs our academic discussions, research, and service learning projects. The current topic is to the seventh generation, inheritance and legacy. The topic prompts us to not only think about the past and from where we have come, but also to think about the decisions that we make in the here and now and the impact that we will have on future generations. It is our duty to make this world a better place by contributing with the knowledge gained here at Shelton State. Let the knowledge and skills that you hold today only be built upon with each generation. When you think of 7 generations down the road, do you think with pessimism or optimism? As I conclude, I leave you with a question to think on. What can we do today in our lifetime to leave a positive inheritance and a legacy to be proud of? As a child, I was often asked, who do you want to be when you grow up? And my answer was always, like my mom. To which my mom, who just so happened to always be listening, would respond, no, Deja, I want you to be better. To the class of 2021, let's do better. While it has almost become cliche to quote Gandhi, there is power in his charge for us to be the change that you want to see in the world. Congratulations on all of your hard work, and I cannot wait to see how you utilize the education that you have been given. Thank you.
This is an opportunity to pass on some wisdom that I really appreciate, and I hope that Some of it sticks. I've been around a little while. I've seen a lot of stuff, as so have many of the people here. And hopefully what you can do is learn from some of us who are now getting this platinum hair, which is a representation of a past that is made up of many experiences. So I'd like to pass along some things that were good for me, and I know that will be good for you. It depends on how you decide to apply them. And these come from, and like Deja, she's so articulated about her mother, from family, and then now, more recently, a mentor that I have who is in his mid-70s, so a collection of those. He's been my mentor for 25 years. My father always told me when I was in this position and on my way to getting an education, and my background is technical, was that, son, don't think you have it figured out. Don't go into a situation with a solution. Be open-minded and listen to those people who have been there. It might take you 5 minutes to learn what it took them 5 years to learn. You know, be subjective, but listen. Don't be proud, listen. And he said that, and he was very focused on me getting my education because I was the first person in my family to receive a college degree. And knowing that it wasn't, from his perspective, an option for me not to, he also laid in doses of reality and knocked the edge off of it. And by saying that the reason he was so adamant that I receive an education is that really in life, that's the only, what you get here and what you guys will get when you finish today is something that no human being can take from you. Only God can take that from you. You know, nobody can. That's powerful. So don't forget that. This is a wonderful accomplishment that puts you in that rare air. Having said that, the most valuable lesson that I ever learned as a person, and I wish I had learned it when I was in your position right now, and that is that God didn't put me here for me. I was focused on what I thought was an awesome objective to be the best husband and father that I could be. I worked really hard at it, but I missed it by one rung. I should have been focused on my relationship with Christ, and then all of that would have fallen in place. But having said that, knowing that God didn't put me here for me, put a perspective on my past that allowed me to know that no matter what happened to me in the past, no matter what I had been through, no matter what I had done, none of it was good or bad. It was all lessons to help me be in a position as a human being to take those bumps, bruises, scars, learnings, whatever you want to call them, and apply them in a way that only I'm perfectly and uniquely to apply them, maybe it's today, in a way that nobody else can. And you can do the same thing with those people around you. So understand that those things that make you who you are today are perfectly placed in your path for a reason. And it's not for you, it's for what you can do with them to help others. And having said that, you know, all this education that you're going to get and that you have and is recognized today, and you look at these people here who I'm surrounded by, who are so supremely intelligent and driven, and you know, with a heart to do what they're doing to bring something to you to increase your value. It doesn't. You need to understand that everybody needs to know that this life's not easy. It's not fair. So forget about it. Don't be the victim. Don't be the victim. Yeah, I would have, but if it hadn't been for it. No, don't do that. That's the world doing everything it can to hook you and say, you're not worthy, you stay over here. The world doesn't want to see you be successful. As a matter of fact, I can tell you, and I'm 100% confident in this, that if I were to lose my job today and be desolate, there might be 4 people in my life that would truly feel pain for any extended period of time. The rest, and in multiples of that, will celebrate because of my failure. So don't forget that. Don't peak. That was one thing I tried to tell my children. Don't peak. This is a step for you along the path that you're on, whatever path that is. Don't let it be the spot that you say, I made it. Now I'm good. I mentioned to you that I have a mentor, and he's been my mentor for over 2 decades. I am not the human being. I am the human being that stands here today because of my willingness to listen and learn and subordinate what is good for Brad. So understanding that I still have a lot to learn, and it's all behind the fact that I know I'm not put here for me. So for me to be better, I need to listen. I need you to mentor me. And so if I'm proud and I take pride in, look, man, you became the president of a college, you've arrived. What happens? Not as much as good, right? So please remember that. Don't peak. You have great opportunity right now, and I'm talking about from a work perspective. You're coming out of whatever discipline it is that you just completed, and I can say this because it doesn't matter which one. At a time where this area of our state needs you desperately. The only question is, are you willing? That's it. Everybody comes with some level of capability. Will you be willing to do what it takes not to peak, or even worse, fall back from where you are now? So I will say, as I tell my leadership team, when we reach targets that we set for ourselves as an organization that people would look at originally and say, there's no way, Brad, we can't do that. It's too much. It's too different. We've never done it. Here's the way we've always done it. And then they figure out, man, we did it. Yeah, we pat ourselves on the back for a little bit. And then my response to them is, good so far. Good so far. Now what? What's next? So live that way, and that way you won't peak. Always put others first. Always. Love everybody. It doesn't mean you have to like them. I love you. I don't really know you. We may get to know each other. I may like you or not. I don't know, but I'm still going to love you, right? You too, man. I love you, right? But that's your job on this earth, is to bring positive light to the people around you. It's too easy to do the other, so do that. It's a choice. You get to choose. So with that, I'll say good so far. Congratulations on where you are. And I'm really looking forward to seeing which path you take from here. And I'm sure these people who have had an interest in getting you where you are today are excited to see that too. Will you make it about yourself, or do you make it about others around you? So it's your choice. Good luck with that, and congratulations today. Thank you.
We are here to recognize the achievements of the 2021 graduating class of Shelton State Community College. This is a very important occasion for the graduates, their families, and their friends. So that every name can be heard, please hold your applause and celebration until each graduate has been recognized. We also ask that all guests refrain from coming forward for pictures. Now, will all graduates for certificates and degrees please rise? Mr. President, these candidates have met the requirements for graduation. The faculty and I recommend them for the appropriate certificate or degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Alabama Community College System Board of Trustees. I hereby confer upon you a certificate or degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. You may be seated.
During today's ceremony, we proudly recognize the accomplishments of all graduating students. And as a reminder, please hold all applause until the conclusion of the awards. Will all the individuals receiving a short-term certificate please rise and come forward to be recognized as your name is called? Bernadetta Denise Howard. William Andrew Johnson. Trey Carter. Miles Dimitri Hargrove. Dylan Monroe Sudduth. James Gary Warren, Jr. William Claude Morrison. Xavier Boyer. Terrence Jarrell Prince. You may be seated. Will all the individuals receiving an associate in applied science degree please rise and come forward to be recognized as your name is called? Jarvis Willie Clark. Peyton Ryan Northcutt. Julian M. Guerrero. Willie Dean Oliver. Jackson Carl McCain. Ashanti Shantice Hughes. Pamela M. Mitchell. Sunny Elizabeth Otts. Michelle Mercado. Nona Knowles Owens. Paige Tingle. Deodquan Marquet Hinton. Tylus Latrell Humphrey, Jr. Quentin Lanier Savage, Jr. Melvin Cole Sellers. Joaquin Torres. Manuel Alejandro Aguilar. Kate Branson Davis. Cameron Aaron Miller. William L. Pearson II. Paul Landon Price. Chase Sparkman. Jarrett Watson. Benjamin Allen Joseph Kusa. Andrew Franklin Loper Rice. Austin Richard Smith. Melissa Hagler Blake. Nicholas Tyler Armstrong. Miguel Angel Benitez. Ronald Cook. Tyler Ryan Cunningham. William Chad Feltman. Christopher Ryan Gartman. Donald Breyer McCray. Luke Jeffrey Richardson. David Tanner Smelly. Coleman Walker Stamps. Dylan Stone. Wesley Keith Upchurch. Lee Davis Williams. Austin Wilder. Jason O'Neill Grubbs. Daisy Marie Head. Miosha Debris Ante Dates. Zamira LaShawn Edwards. Jarnay Monique Gorman. Katie Nicole Camplin. Faith Sinclair Lancaster. Kiara Monet Taylor. Markayla LaShawn Heish. You may be seated. Would all the graduates please stand? It is now time for you to change your tassels from the right to the left. Let's now congratulate all graduates with our cheers and applause.
You know, from the sounds of it, I know y'all are excited, but it sounds to me like some people are really excited about this. That's wonderful. You may be seated. You know, thank you for being here this morning and allowing us to be part of this, and congratulations one more time. And I know we had an energetic round of applause then, but if we could just one more time give them a round of applause for what they've accomplished. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Now, if you could just take that energy to the next step of whatever it is you're going to do, man, this is going to be great. Fantastic. And for you graduates, as you leave, if you would, be sure to take your diplomas covers with you. And families and friends, if you would, please remain in the stands until we've recessed. And then once you're dismissed, exit through the lobby behind the stage, so follow them. The graduates will meet you outside. And then we'll close the building once everyone has exited. So we now ask our guests to stand and remain standing until our graduates have exited. Thank you.